Flutterflow is a service providing convenient tools for creating user interfaces for mobile applications. It allows you to quickly and efficiently develop a front end for applications with minimal effort. The logic or backend can be handled by the Latenode platform. As an example, let's create a script that will generate random numbers and provide them to the Flutterflow service for display when a button is pressed. Let's click the button to add a script. The script will consist of 3 nodes. The first node will be the Trigger on Webhook node. This node is triggered when a request is sent to the node's URL. It does not require any special configuration, but you need to remember the URL. If necessary, the URL can be changed. The second node will be a JavaScript action node. It will generate a random number. You can add code to this node and test its functionality. Run the node once. The result of executing the node is a random number. The third node will be the Webhook response node, which provides a response upon successful script execution. The response body will include the JSON provided by the JavaScript node, that is, all the data from the second node. Save the configuration and save the script. This concludes the actions on the Latenode platform for now. Let's move on to setting up the Flutterflow form. On the Flutterflow platform, we will create an interface consisting of a field and a button. When the button is pressed, the field will display the random number generated on the Latenode platform. Let's create a new project. Click the button to add a new project. The new project needs to be named, and then click the button to create the form. Name the page. Move to the interface where all page elements are displayed. Add a button and a field. The text field is added and will also add a button. You can remove the default value from the text field. The button can be renamed, and you can also align and move the fields as needed. This completes the form creation process. We have a field where the random number generated on the Latenode platform will be displayed and a button to start the process when pressed. Move on to setting up the API. In the left menu, select the API calls section and add a new API call. The method we need is get. Name it. The most important field is the API URL field. This is where you need to enter the Webhook node's address. Copy it from the Latenode platform and paste it into the required field. Now the API call can be added and tested. Run the script on the Latenode platform once. The script is running and the trigger node is waiting for an event. Send a request and get a successful response, along with a random number generated on the platform. It is also recommended to add a JSON path. Let's do that and name it. We will need this parameter later. This completes the API setup. Let's see what the script looks like. The script has successfully executed and returned the number 65. Go back to Flutterflow and return to the page with the form. Add a parameter to the page. A new parameter. Name it number. The type should be string. The default value can be anything and confirm the creation of the parameter. Now assign this parameter to our text field. Go to the initial value field and select one of the page parameters, which we have as number. Now we need to set the sequence of actions that will occur after pressing the Generate button. Select the button and then go to the Actions tab. Here you can open the editor and start adding an action. The first action is an API call. Here we select the API we already created. If necessary, you can change the name of the output parameter. We don't need branching for simplicity, just perform the next action. Assign the result of executing the script on the Latenode platform to the parameter number. Configure the action it relates to our page. Add the parameter. The parameter is already set and it is the only one. We need to add the value. These are the output parameters of our API. The response is passed in JSON format. Here you need to select the predefined parameter we saved. And here you need to select the only parameter number. If nothing is displayed here, check the API tab. Now let's go there and make sure we save this JSON. Save the changes. They are made. Close the Action Configuration tab. Here on the API Call tab, the JSON should be displayed. Return to our form. We added actions that send a request to the Latenode platform when the button is pressed and receive a random number. We also added an action that assigns this random number to our parameter. And we also display the parameter in the text field. Test our application. We need to wait a bit. While we wait, we can activate the script so that we don't have to run it manually every time by pressing the Run Once button. Activate it. Now requests can be sent to the Trigger on Webhook node without additional actions on the Latenode platform. In the meantime, we can start testing. This is the default value. Press the Generate button and get a random number. Press the button again and get another random number. Go to the Latenode platform. Refresh the script execution history. The last random number was 60. Press the button again and get another number. This way, we have created a complete interface on the Flutterflow platform and a specific logic on the Latenode platform. They are connected via the Trigger on Webhook node's address and settings on the Flutterflow platform. The logic on the Latenode platform is currently quite simple, but between the Trigger on Webhook and Webhook response nodes, there can be many other nodes, including artificial intelligence nodes, that will generate various responses. Thanks for watching, and happy automating with Latenode.